taking notice. Determination, laser focus, banging on they know they taking notice.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago. The Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Throwing on first down. Johnson escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On first down, Johnson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to...
Mike, check, 59.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to loft one, deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch his left.
Johnson off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
Let's go. Come to my work.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Johnson now to throw on second down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's how we do it, baby.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still... Here's Johnson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Second down and inches. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Johnson throwing again, dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 6 yards away.
Ready up! I got you. I got you, son. I got you.
On 1st and 10, Johnson. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached... We now... Johnson on 1st and 10. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the... They'll run on 1st down. Brown. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Right back to Brown. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 10, touchdown. 50's the money. 50's the money. I got you.
Back to throw. Johnson. Throwing left side, it's complete. A good pickup there of 22.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Johnson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards that time at a Washington 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Johnson, flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. That's Mitchell. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's Brown. Brushing off to... And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Set.
Johnson now, throwing on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He finds an opening past the 40, and finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
25 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Touchdown, Washington. How about that? Their quarterback. 32 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy...
Here's Johnson on first down. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down to the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson flushed out right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Forced out to us, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 9.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step back.
Now Johnson on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Johnson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Right there, 56.
Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Johnson escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets every flow.
Start your week by installing your game plan.
Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, run it up.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up. Johnson throwing on first down. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Johnson now operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Being chased out left. He'll run it. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Redskins! Here's Johnson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
You ain't doing nothing today.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Eluding the pressure right. He completes it to Hunter. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Come on, QB, come on.
Now Johnson throwing on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Flushed out right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Johnson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the on 1st down, Brown. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Check.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go.
He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't it?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on a quarterback.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Johnson. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out. Johnson on 1st and 10, being chased out left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Johnson now. Going to throw again. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The 49ers now going to... Johnson throwing to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carpenter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Johnson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. They'll run on 1st down. Brown. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw. Johnson eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guy.
Let's go, intercept. Set. 60 out low. 53 is the mic. I'm here all day.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Johnson to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in.
Rip right. Check 52.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, it's Lewis.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Exit. At the Niners' 28-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, their winning ways continue as they get it up.
Squad like, what? In the field like,